Guys, it's Sarah, and today I want to talk about all the books that I received in the month of December. I got a stack. Most of them were sent to me. I have a couple of gifts. I have a small little stack of books from publishers, and then one book I purchased myself. Okay, so we will start with gifts. These two books were sent to me from one of my subscribers, Christine. Thank you so much, Christine. She contacted me and asked if I would send her a link to my wish list because she wanted to get me something. And I was like, okay. And then, you guys, Rebecca Yarros. So she got me Full Measures and Eyes Turned Skyward. This is book 1 and 2 in a series that she has, which I believe is called hang on, let me double check so I can say the right thing. Okay, it's called Flight and Glory series. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they're about. I don't care. They're romances. So there's no fantastical stuff in here at all. These are romance books, but I want to read her romance books now because I loved Fourth Wing so much. And I loved the romance of Fourth Wing. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, thank you very, very much, Christine. I'm very excited to get to these. And then I got another one from my friend Michelle. Her and I have done a few buddy reads together, and she sent me The Forest of Vanishing Stars by Kristen Harmel. This is a historical fiction book, and I've heard very good things about this one. I know that Krista from Books and Jams loved this book from what I'm remembering, and Kristen Harmel is an author I have not read yet, and I would like to. I actually have another one of her books on my shelves back here, but I've heard, again, very good things about this one, so very excited to give this one a shot. So thank you, Michelle. Hey guys. Okay, I'm editing, and I kid you not, I filmed this book haul, and then the next day, I got this book in the mail. And I was like, oh man, I just filmed my haul, but I wanted to include it in my December haul because I did get it in the month of December. So Amy, one of my subscribers, was so kind and sent me The Babysitter. This is by Eliza Rodman and Jennifer Jordan. And this is a nonfiction book, which I will definitely be adding to my nonfiction plans for this year because I do plan to read more nonfiction this year. But this is the true story about a family who hires a babysitter for the summers while the parents are working and the kids are out of school. And that babysitter turns out to be a serial killer. Hopefully later on in life, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, so I've heard really good things about it. I'm excited to read it and see what it's all about. And yeah, so thank you so much, Amy, for sending this book my way. I really, really appreciate it. You guys are so sweet. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about some books that I got from publishers. This first one comes out March 19th, so it's very early, but that is In a Not So Perfect World. And this is by Neely Tabati Alexander. She wrote a book called Love Buzz that came out last year. That was pretty popular. A lot of people were reading that. And this was sent to me from Harper. So thank you very much, Harper. So this one follows a woman named Sloan, and she works for a video game company and has really promised her bosses that she is going to just throw herself in her work. She's just come out of a bad relationship, so she kind of just wants to focus on her career anyway and just not have that kind of distraction. And then she ends up getting an offer from a very hot neighbor guy to go on this cruise with him or go to a resort. I don't think it's a cruise. I think it's a resort to Turks and Caicos, which he was supposed to take with his ex-girlfriend, but they broke up and now he needs someone to go with him. Otherwise, I think he has to have a companion with him for some reason. I don't know why. So he kind of asked her to pretend to be his girlfriend on this trip. So it's like a fake dating type thing. And I think there's some sort of bonus with her work as well that will help her out if she goes on this trip. So it's kind of one of those things, but it sounds like a fun time. So yeah, not very long and sounds like a fun romance. And I love the cover of this one. This next one was also sent to me from Harper. This one just came out. Actually, it came out January 2nd, and that is Anna O. This is by Matthew Blake. And this one is getting a lot of really, really positive buzz. There's been fights over the rights to this book already, I guess, or something like that. I don't know what was happening with that, but this follows a woman who has a sleep condition to the point where she thinks she's killing people while she's asleep. And she obviously does not realize it or have any memories of it at all. And just kind of what to do about that and all that. So like, yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll see. But Matthew Blake is also a screenwriter as well. And so things like this have been compared to like, Gillian Flynn, who's also an author / screenwriter. So I think it's going to be kind of like dark in that type of thing. But I'm very excited to read this and kind of see. And I have a coworker that I work with who read this already and she loved it and was saying that she thinks I would really like it. So I'm in. Okay, this next one sounds like so much fun, you guys. This is one that was sent to me from Zando, and this is a book that I believe was originally self-published and it's been picked up traditionally, so they're, rebranding it and everything. But this is Butcher and Blackbird, and this is by Bryn Weaver. This is the start to a trilogy, and it's serial killers who team up, and they're part of this annual game where they're pitted against other serial killers and they are killing people, but they also love to kill other serial killers, but they're working together and a friendship kind of develops into something more. I'm so interested in this, and it's something that you travel around to different areas because they're part of like this game that pits them against, other people. Yeah, I don't know. I'm so interested in what this is all about. I'm so intrigued. I have no idea. Okay, and then this next one was sent to me from Zibby Books. These are like two companies I've never heard of before, so I'm interested to see like what they're publishing. But this is called The Last Love Note, and this is by Emma Gray. I love this cover. It looks like a face, but it also looks like a beach scene. Oh, I love it. And this is a printed hardcover. But I think we have this at the store and it's paperback. So I don't know where this one came from. I mean, I'm going to take it. So this one came out in December, and this is a book about grief. So we are following a woman named Kate who loses her husband. It's 2 years later after that. She is kind of going from one crisis to another, basically, and trying to raise their 5-year-old child by herself. And there was a flight diversion that happens on a business trip for her, and it leaves her stranded in a beach town in Australia. And she has a chance to kind of process her grief because she's kind of forced to stay still a little bit. That's all I really know. So I'm guessing maybe she's going to meet somebody on this trip and, realize that she can fall in love again, or she has permission to fall in love again or to feel that again. So yeah, we'll see. But I just think it's so adorable and it's beautiful and I'm excited to read it. Okay, and this last one that I got from a publisher came to me from Tor. This one does not come out until May, so this is a very early copy of this book. But this is The Silver Blood Promise, and this is by James Logan. This is book 1 in a new series. It's an epic fantasy series. And let me tell you, when I was contacted about this, I was like, yes, please. I'm so intrigued by this. So we follow a man named Lucan. He is a card player. He's an academy dropout, and he is the disgraced heir to an ancient noble house. So he's kind of been thrown out, I guess. Some bad things were happening with him. Probably not making the best decisions. So his days consist of cheap wine, rigged card games, and wondering how he might win back the life he threw away. And then he finds out that his father has been murdered. And there's some questionable circumstances that lead him to believe that he needs to figure out what in the world happened to his father and maybe get revenge on the people who were doing it. So he ends up in this fabled city and having to navigate all that stuff and trying to find out some truths about his family that are not going to be very palatable, most likely. But I'm very, very intrigued by this. I've heard the writing is fantastic. So again, it doesn't come out till May, so I'll probably wait a little bit longer, to read it a little bit more towards May. But I'm very excited to dive into a new fantasy series and hopefully maybe find another fantasy author that I really like. So huge thanks to the publishers for sending me those books. I'm very excited about all of them. Okay, and the last book that I have is one that I purchased myself. I got this at work. Very happy I did because we sold out of them. So I picked up Ruthless Vows by Rebecca Ross. This is book number 2 after Divine Rivals, and it's a duology. So this is the second and final book. It just came out. I have the exclusive Barnes & Noble edition of this one. So we'll see. But I wanted to see. Oh, yeah. There's like a quote on the front there, which is awesome. The Divine Rivals has a typewriter on it, which is really pretty, and the really pretty end papers as well. So I went ahead and grabbed it. I'm not reading the premise because I have not read Divine Rivals yet. It actually is on my 5-star predictions for this first round, so I will be reading it soon. But hopefully I'll be able to go right into the second one and like read the duology back to back. That would be really cool. But I have this ready for me when I read the first one. Young adult fantasy, if I didn't say that already. Okay, guys, that is it. Those are the books that I received in the month of December. And I'm very excited about all of them. I'm very grateful for everybody who sent me books. Thank you guys so much. I really, really appreciate you. And we will see you guys again soon. Hope you have a great day. Bye.